Today's session we can solve exercise 3.3. First question, use the bar graph to answer the following questions. So this is a bar graph which shows pets owned by students of class 7, pet animals and students. Here pet animals are dogs, cats, rabbits, hamsters, others, and the students 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 and 12. So first question, which is the most popular pet? And second question is, how many students have dog as a pet? Here, which is the first popular pet? Here, by seeing this bar graph, we can say that cats. Here, cat is the most popular pet. And for second question, how many students have dog as a pet? So here, 8 students have the dog as a pet. Now we can solve question number 2. Given question is, read the bar graph which shows the number of books sold by a bookstore during 5 consecutive years and answer the following questions. So in this given bar graph, x-axis says years and y-axis says number of books. So scale is given for 1 centimeter, 100 books. So from here 0 to 100, for 1 centimeter 100 books. So given questions are about how many books were sold in 1989, 1990 and 1992. So we have to give answer for this first question. So in 1989, here we have to take approximate value because they are not given in a graph sheet. It is given in a white page. So here we can write this as approximate value. In 1989, 180 books were sold. So in 1990, we can take here which is in between 400 and 500, which will be approximate value is 475 books were sold. And in 1992, so in 1992, which is in between 200 and 300, which will be written as 225 books were sold. You can use scale to take approximate value by using textbook. So second question is given, in which year were about 475 books sold, about 225 books sold? So here, by observing this, we can say that in 1990 about 475 books were sold. In 1990 here, which is in between 400 and 500, it is the answer for second question, which will be written as in 1990 about 475 books were sold, and in 1992 about 225 books were sold. So in 1992, which is in between 200 and 300, so you can say here by the help of this second question, in 1990 475 books were sold, and in 1992 225 books were sold. So third question is given, in which years were fewer than 250 books sold? So by observing the graph, we can say that it will be in 1989 and 1992 fewer than 250 books were sold. So here in 1989 and 1992 fewer than 250 books were sold, which will be here 1989 and 1992. So last question, can you explain how many would estimate the number of books sold in 1989? So here they only said that estimate. So by reading the graph, we can calculate 180 books were sold in 1989. Just observe here, in 1989 it will be in between 100 and 200, which is you can take estimate value which will be considered as 180. So we can move for question number 3 here. The number of children in 6 different classes are given below. Represent the data on a bar graph. So here They are given a table. In that table, first row shows that classes and second row is number of students. So 5th standard 135 students and 6th is 120, 7th 95, 8th 100, 9th 90 and 10th 80. So there are few questions. How would you choose a scale? So by help of this table, here you can take scale is 1 unit is 25 children. So 1 unit equal to 25 children, because here we can divide this 25 25, it will be get good values. So second question, answer the following questions. First one, which class has a maximum number of children and the minimum? So maximum, by observing this, here 135 is the maximum and minimum is, you can say, a 9. So minimum is 80 here, which is a 10th standard is the minimum and a maximum is the 5th standard. So second question, find the ratio of students of classes 6 to the students of the 8. So here 6 and 8, which is 120 is to 100. You should find out a lower form. This one 0 0 get cancelled, then it will be 12 is to 10. So 12 is to 10 nothing but a 6 is to 5. Yeah, correct answer. So by help of those, we took a scale is 1 unit equal to 25 children. So x-axis will be class and y-axis will be number of children. So here take for 1 unit is equal to 25 children. So here 0, 25, 50, 75, 100, 125, 150, 175 and 200. So here in the x-axis 0, first one is the 5th standard is given. So 5th standard, which will be given a value 135. So it is a 125, and then in between 125 and 150 will be 135. Just count this, you get 135 here. So just mark that, and then we can take a second one, which is 120, 6th standard. So 6th standard is 120 exactly, which is in between 100 and 125. Here 120 will be there, and then 7th standard is 95. So 7th standard can take, which is in between 75 and 195, and then 8th is 100. So 8 we can take exact 100, which is given here, and then 9th is 90. So which is be in between 75 and 100. So here we get the 9th standard, and 10th is given 80, so which also in between 75 and 100. So you just take a near value. It is unable to take exact measurement. So the data represented by the bar graph is this. So then by help of that, we can write the answer for first one. Given question was how would you choose a scale? We choose a scale here 1 unit equal to 25 children. And second question, in the two sub more questions are there, which class has the maximum number of children and minimum? By observing this graph or given data, we can say that 5th class has the maximum number of children, which is 135, and the 10th class is the minimum number of children, which is the 80. So then the ratios of number of students in the class 6 and the number of students class 8. So number of students in the class 6 is 120 divided by number of students class in 8 is 100. So 0 0 get cancelled, 12 and 10 remain. 2 6 are 12 and 2 5 are 10. So we got here 6 by 5. So 6 is to 5 is the ratio. Next we can solve question number 4 here. The performance of students in first term and second term is given. Draw a double bar graph choosing appropriate scale and answer the following. So here a subject, first term maximum mass is 100 and second term also maximum mass is 100. The subjects are English, Hindi, Maths, Science and Social Science. So they are given marks for first term here 65 for English, 72 for Hindi, 88 for Maths, 81 for Science and 73 for Social Science, which is in a first term. And in second term 70 for English, 65 for Hindi, 95 for Maths and 85 for Science and 75 for Social Science. So by help of this table we have to draw double bar graph, and write the three answer following. In which subject has the children improved his performance the most? Second question, in which subject is the improvement the least? Has the performance gone down in any subject? So we have to complete these two terms. Here the representative bar graph are as follows. So x-axis will be subject and y-axis will be marks. Here scale will be 1 unit equal to 10 marks. So y-axis will be 0, 10, 20 and so on up to 90, because in the given table 95 is the highest mark. So then here 2 units, here first after 2 units we'll take as English. For 1 unit you can take first term, which will be given here 67, which will be in between 60 and 70. So you can exactly take here 67, mark and join this. So in second unit given here second term 70, exactly 70 you have to mark and join this. So here it is the English. Like this we have to continue 72. So here in between 70 and 80 we have to count 2 lines. So 72 will get here, and second term 65, which is in between 60 and 70, exactly 65 have to mark, and then mathematics. So here it will be 88 in first term, compared to 92 is less, so 88 we get here, and then 95, above 95 line should count, so you have to mark it. It will be the mathematics. And then next we have to move for science. First term is 81, above 81 line, and second term is 85, above 85th line, so mark this, which will be science. And social science, first term is 73, above 73 lines, and the second term is 75, above 75 lines. Just mark this, we get the exact picture. Second term you can shade here. So by help of this we can answer here. So first question is, in which subject has children improved his performance the most? See here, compare first term and second term. In English 70 and 67, 3 is the increment, and then Hindi, so 65 and 72, difference is -7, and then math 95 and 88, 7 is the difference, and science is 85 and -81, 4 is the difference. Social science 75 and 73, 2 is the difference. So by observing this we can say that he has the most improved in math subject. So in mathematics he got +7 comparing to second term and first term. So in social science subject he improved is less. Social science he got only 2 marks. So then third question, has the performance gone down in any subject? By observing this you can say yes, in Hindi subject his performance has gone down, because it was 72, in second term he got only 65, so he gone down in Hindi. So next we can move for question number 5 here. Consider this data collected from a survey of a colony. So here they given data in a row: favorite sports, cricket, basketball, swimming, hockey and athletics, and second row is the watching and participating. So here there are 3 questions. Draw a double bar graph. Choosing an appropriate scale, what do you infer from the bar graph? Which sports is the most popular? And third one is, which is the most preferred watching or participating in a sports? So by help of this given data we have to draw double bar graph. So here we take y-axis and x-axis. On x-axis sports name, which are cricket, basketball, swimming, hockey and athletics. On y-axis a number of persons. So number of persons. So this indicate the watching persons and this indicate the participating persons. So scale will be 1 unit equal to 100%, because which are given in hundreds together. So first question, bar graph, choosing appropriate scale. What do you refer from the bar graph? So we help of the given, we down here cricket watching is more than 1000, so it will be 1240. We draw here, and then here 1240. Here after 1000 we have to count 2 and off, which is approximately for 1240 here, and then here participate 620. So after 600 second line, so like that we can continue here. 470, so 470 is in between 400 and 500, and then 320, which is after 300 first second line. So swimming here given 510, so after 500 first line, and 320, so 320 after 300 second line. So hockey 423 after 400 second line, and 250 who's the players, so after 200 fifth line, and then athletics 250, so observer after 200 5 line, and players 105, which is after 100 first line, in between first and second line, in between 100 and first line. So by help of this graph, we can say this graph represents the number of persons who are watching and participating in their favorite sports. So second question, by observing this we can see that cricket is the highest players and the highest watched persons. So here can write cricket is the most popular. By seeing this graph we can say cricket is the most popular. And next question is, which is more preferred, watching or participating in the sports? So we can write watching sports is more preferred. Watching sports is more preferred. Next we can move for question number 6 here. Take the data giving the minimum and maximum temperature of various cities given in the beginning of this chapter. Plot a double bar graph using the data and answer the following. So temperature of cities as on 26/2006. So here in Ahmedabad maximum is 38 and minimum was 29. In Amritsar 37 is the maximum degree Celsius and 26 degrees Celsius is the minimum. Bengaluru 28 degrees Celsius is the maximum, 21 is the minimum. And Chennai 36 degrees Celsius is the maximum and 27 is the minimum. So then in a Delhi 38 is the maximum, 28 degrees Celsius is the minimum. Jaipur 39 degrees Celsius is the maximum, 28 degrees Celsius is the minimum. And Jammu 41 degrees Celsius is the maximum, 26 degrees Celsius is the minimum. And Mumbai 32 degrees Celsius is the maximum, 27 degrees Celsius is the minimum. So there are 4 questions in the given. Which city has the largest difference in the minimum and maximum? So by help of that we have to draw a graph and then write the answer. So by the given we can take a maximum temperature be empty and minimum will be shade. Scale 1 unit equal to 5 degrees Celsius. So it will be considered as, if you count 2 lines, that will be equal to 1 degree Celsius. So they are given cities. First one is Ahmedabad. In that 38 degrees Celsius is the maximum. So from here 38 degrees Celsius, first leave 2 units, then next to 2 units count as a one place. One is the maximum, another is the minimum. So maximum of Ahmedabad is given 38 degrees Celsius. So after 35, 3 more counts. So 3 into 2 is 6. So after 35, 6th line is the 38 degrees Celsius. And then we can take minimum of Ahmedabad, which is 29 degrees Celsius. After 25, Next 4 means 4 into 2 is 8. So 8 lines should be count. That will be 29 degrees Celsius. Next we have to take Amritsar. So Amritsar is given maximum is 37 degrees Celsius. So from here should leave 2 units, because first we left 2 units, then here also in between Ahmedabad and Amritsar is 2 units. So here a maximum temperature was given 37 degrees Celsius. After 37, next fourth count should be okay. After fourth line you have to draw, and then here 26 degrees Celsius. After 25, 2 lines, and then next Bengaluru. So Bengaluru maximum temperature is given 28 degrees Celsius. So 25, next sixth line, and then minimum temperature is given 21 degrees Celsius. After 20, second line. So then Chennai is given maximum temperature is 36 degrees Celsius. So after 35, second line, and then minimum given 27 degrees Celsius. After 25, fourth line, and then Delhi is given here 38 degrees Celsius is the maximum. So after 35, sixth line should count, and then minimum temperature is given 28. After 25, sixth line, and then Jaipur, here maximum temperature is 39 degrees Celsius. After 35, eighth line, and then 29 degrees is the minimum, and then here after 25, eighth line. So and then Jammu is given 41 degrees is the maximum. So after 40, second line. So Jammu minimum given 26. So after 25, second line should be marked. And then last one is Mumbai. So Mumbai maximum temperature is given 32 degrees Celsius. So after 30, fourth line, and then minimum temperature is 27 degrees Celsius. After 25, fourth line. So these are the values of the given place temperature. So next, by help of this graph, we have to find solution for questions. So first question was given, which city has the largest difference in the minimum and maximum temperature on the given data? So by observing this graph, we can say that the Jammu have the maximum and minimum temperature is more difference. So we can write answer for this. Jammu has the largest difference in the temperature, that is maximum temperature is equal to 41 degrees Celsius and minimum temperature is 26 degrees Celsius. Therefore we can find the difference for this. 41 minus 26 will be 15 degrees Celsius. So 15 degrees Celsius is the difference, which is the more in the given above graph. Next we can move for second question. Which is the hottest city and which is the coldest city? So here by seeing temperature, Jammu is the hottest city and the coldest city is Bengaluru, which is given around 21 degree Celsius. So you can go through this chart here. So Bengaluru is given 21 degrees Celsius, which is the coldest, and hottest is the Jammu 41 degrees Celsius. So you can write this in solution. Jammu is the hottest city due to the maximum temperature is high, and Bengaluru is the coldest city due to a maximum temperature is low. So we can take third problem. Name two cities where maximum temperature of one was less than the minimum temperature of the order. So first you have to find out a minimum temperature of the order, which is considered here Bengaluru, which is maximum temperature of the Bengaluru is 28 degrees Celsius, and then minimum temperature of two cities whose minimum temperature is higher than the maximum temperature of the Bengaluru, which are Ahmedabad and Jaipur. So where the minimum temperature is 29 degrees Celsius. So just observe this. Minimum temperature is 29 degrees Celsius in Ahmedabad, and one more city is Jaipur. So Jaipur here 29 degree Celsius. So which is the minimum 29 and 29 degrees Celsius Ahmedabad, which compared to maximum temperature of the Bengaluru here. So next we can take Fourth question, name the city which has the least difference between its minimum and the maximum temperature. So just find the difference of the cities temperatures, then you come to know that. So here in the given, Mumbai has the least difference in the temperature, that is maximum temperature is given 32 degrees Celsius and minimum temperature is given 27 degrees Celsius. The difference will get 5 degrees Celsius. Thank you, students.